Hello and welcome back to this brand new series of interviewing, talking to friends, clients, and customers all about numerology. My name's Sharon, and this week's session is with Nicola. Now, Nicola is an experienced and amazing astrologist, but I'm going to let her tell you about that. So, Nicola, tell everybody that's watching this who you are, what you do, and then we'll start talking to you about some questions on numerology.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Nicola. I set up my business nearly 7 years ago now with going through my own spiritual awakening. I felt very alone and didn't find a lot of support online, and going through my own health issues, I wanted to take the holistic healing route, and it gave me the purpose to set up my own business. Which was originally with crystals and helping people with the spiritual journeys and helping them that they can learn to heal from within. It's not just outside, but it's all about the tools you can use within yourself. I've always been a big astrology lover since I've been about 5 or 6. Always been interested in reading horoscopes and trying to work out people's zodiac signs on like their characteristics and traits. I actually become an astrologer myself, and I absolutely love it. I find it so fascinating how not just the moon, but the sun and the other planets can all affect our energies on different types of level as well.
I love that.
Not only that, they link with numerology. It links with colour healing, with crystals, with plants, oils. So yeah, its list is endless.
It is. I do say to people, be careful opening that spiritual gateway because you do go down. But what I do love about it, it's all interconnected, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
there's no way you can talk about one specific, say, modality without knowing a little bit about the others. It's like today, it's actually, I'm just looking at the date, 2nd of October 2024, we've recorded this. It wasn't supposed to be recorded today. It was supposed to have been another day. Yeah, it is the new moon. So
yeah,
it's all for a reason, all for a
yeah,
reason.
I
So,
do.
Nicola, this series is quite short and sweet because I know everybody has lots of things to do. So we'll just go straight to the questions now. First question, I have wrote them down because we'll end up talking about everything, is numerology. So you've
Yeah.
started with the crystals, you are an amazing astrologist. How has numerology then impacted your understanding of your life and your life path?
I think back in 2017, I think it was, I started, I found a numerologist mentor, and I was just blown away by how the day's energy can affect us.
Mm.
Then, just like you say, you start going down a little rabbit hole. And then I was learning about my life path number, my soul number, my destiny number, and how it can all entwine with everything. And
Mm.
I was blown away by how spot on it was. And then I wanted to start learning about my children's life path number. And they was actually both prem. And I looked at the days that they should have been born, and it was the same life path number as what they are now, which I find fascinating. So it's like
Wow.
destined to be their life path numbers. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that is fascinating. Oh, wow. I've got goosebumps. I love it. I love it. You were destined to be. Okay, well, you've mentioned there about the daily energy. So, how do you incorporate numerology into your daily routine and any decision making that you do?
so I always work out the day's energy. I write it down in my diary. I do share snippets of that in my Facebook page as well, because I try and help others trying to learn about numerology. Um, if there is anything I like to get done, I do try and leave that on like a 4 day.
Yeah,
Uh, Obviously, with the other days, I think today's a 2 days, isn't it? I think I work that as
11,
a
11 to today.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, so I try and balance things that I need to get done that week on the days of the energies. Um, and I think when you wake up, you can think to yourself, oh, I fancy doing something different today. And then you work out it's a 5 day. So it's like changing it up.
Yeah, it's meant to be in it. It
Yeah.
just is meant to be. Brilliant. So working with that energy. So can you share an example when numerology has helped you personally overcome either a personal challenge or helped you gain clarity on something?
Um, so like for readings, when I do my own readings with my clients, I do try and tend them to leave them if I can on like a high vibrational day. Then the days, sometimes if I was like originally meant to do one, I would try and leave it to them days as well, because I find I have more of a deeper connection on them days than say um like a 4 day.
Yeah.
I do try and work other things around with it as well. Um, but I would say, like, say if I had like an instance of a certain post I want to share, I would want to do it on a certain day, and I think actually I'll leave it for that day because that's like an 8 day for manifesting to try and get people to see my post and things,
Yeah.
and work it around that way.
That's a great way. So you're planning things around the actual universal energy days.
Mm.
And obviously it's working really well with your astrology.
Yeah,
Because you with that not being like a daily energy, it's very much more, a month energy, isn't it? So
yeah.
you could literally combine them. Love it. I absolutely love that. Fantastic. One benefit of numerology then that you didn't expect, because you mentioned that you started working with a mentor back in 2017.
Mhm.
What didn't you expect? So what made you think, yeah, wow. I mean, obviously, apart from what you've just shared about your children.
Mm. Um, I'd say it has helped with my business. It's helped with me on a personal level, um, because I've sort of stepped into my power then. Whereas before, I was always a bit fearful of doing that, and learning about my life path number and knowing that one of the things I wanted to do was heal people was one of the professions I was supposed to do. Um, I would say different traits as well, and the way that we look at things and the way we can attract things as well.
Mm.
Um, just as a whole, it's just sort of all blew me away, really, just learning more. And then I started going down, learning about my parents, their life path numbers, as you do. I want to learn what your life path number is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The minute you've had your own path, you're like, right, let's, go to family, let's go to friends. I'm
Yeah,
constantly sharing. And it's just um nothing. There's never been something that I've actually said, I don't know about you, where you've calculated a life path of somebody and it's just not rang true at all. It always seems to
yeah,
be, wow,
yeah.
that is just spot on.
And I find that I attract certain life path numbers as well. And they're always the same life path number and the same zodiac sign as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fascinating.
It's
Oh
not
my
until
goodness.
you out and then, like you say, go down the rabbit hole and then,
Mm.
yeah,
Love it. Love it. So that's your circle getting like, oh my goodness. So you can
yeah,
really read into that, can't you?
yeah.
Okay, one final question for you, Nicola. How could you recommend someone new to numerology to start using it in everyday life and get a benefit?
I would highly recommend the course I've done with you, the beginner's course, because it's an easy, gentle way of learning, getting to know the day's energies, um, also like colour energies and it wearing the certain colours with the days. I would say that's how I started learning about the day's energies, crystals, the colours, what to use,
Mm.
um, and associating, like, especially like if you see numbers, angel numbers when you're out, and you're like, oh, I've just seen three, three, three. Well, I know that's to do with being creative and I need to express myself more.
Yeah.
So in numbers all the time, I get them on number plates. Every time I go out, oh, look, there's such and such. And then you start seeing them appear everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they knock on your door, don't they? And they don't go away until you've
Yeah,
answered it and interpreted it.
yeah.
Oh, Nicola, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you sharing, what you've learned about numerology. Now, if anybody watching this is actually, I want to know about astrology because I know a bit about numerology. Where can they find you?
I've got a Facebook page and a TikTok profile. It's Spiritual Soul Vibrations. and I share lots of info on there. You can also sign up to my email newsletter, which I do weekly. That's filled with lots of information. So you can contact me through there, or my profile on Facebook, which is Nicola Sam. You can email me, and then I can add you as a subscriber.
Fantastic. Right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope you found that of benefit, of use, and any questions at all for Nicola, get in touch with her, or any questions about numerology, please do let me know. And we'll see you again for another one. Bye for now.